Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. I'm Pinky Webb. Today on the program, lawmakers slam China's latest blocking maneuvers against Philippine vessels en route to Ayungin Shoal, which ended in collisions. And another lawmaker, or a lawmaker, is set to file a complaint against former President Rodrigo Duterte for issuing death threats. ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro joins us in the show. And later, Filipinos in Lebanon are urged to leave as tensions between Israel and Hezbollah grow. Philippine Ambassador to Lebanon Raymond Balatbat joins us later in the program. Two Chinese vessels collided with a Philippine Coast Guard vessel and a supply boat conducting a rotation and resupply mission, or RORE, to BRP Sierra Madre in Ayungin Shoal Sunday. The National Task Force for the West Philippine Sea said the two Chinese Coast Guard vessels executed dangerous blocking maneuvers that led to the collisions. There are no reports or injuries or significant damage to the vessels, but the incidents are seen to further fuel tensions between the two nations. Several lawmakers condemned China's latest harassment of Philippine vessels, calling for decisive action from the Marcos administration. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro. Congresswoman Castro, welcome to the source. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras.
Good morning, Pinky, and to your viewers. Thank you for inviting us here.
There are two issues I wanted to discuss with you, Congresswoman. Umpisahan ko na po yung nangyari noong Sunday. So babalikan ko lang po yung storya. Dangerous maneuvers, yung ating pong nakita before. In the past, ilang beses na rin pong sinabing nag-dangerous maneuvers ang China sa mga vessels ng Pilipinas, no? Pero ngayon po, from dangerous maneuvers, napunta na po sa collision wherein binangga ng Chinese Coast Guard ito pong civilian resupply mission on its way to Ayungin Shoal. Hindi lang yun, sinagi din ng Chinese militia naman, yun pong BRP Cabra that was escorting supposedly this Philippine civilian vessel. I'm sure, Congresswoman, we can assume that a diplomatic protest is forthcoming, but is there anything else? Is this enough? What else should government do?
Yes, Pinky, no, talagang dangerous aggression na ang ginagawa ng ng Chinese Coast Guard dun sa ating mga ship. May dapat na gawin ang Pilipinas, no? Hindi sapat yung diplomatic diplomatic protest. So sinasabi nga natin the Philippines should initiate a joint resolution with the other countries with disputes with China in the West Philippine Sea. Magano sila ng resolution to condemn and also to defend this at ikondina itong sinasabi ng China about 9-dash line. So walang ganon sa arbitrary ruling, no, do sa ruling ng PCA. Kaya dapat talaga maging aggressive na ang Philippines kasi tayo talaga yung tayo talaga yung Pilipinas talaga yung talagang agresibong pinapatungkulan itong mga activity ng Coast Guard dito sa West Philippine Sea.
Yung sinasabi niyo pong joint resolution with other countries, how do you see this? Ano ho kaya ang posibleng laman nito? Because meron naman po kanya-kanyang statements ang iba't ibang mga bansa condemning what happened last Sunday. But when you talk about a joint resolution, how many countries are you seeing supporting this, and ano ho ang dapat na laman nito?
Yes. Well, I know mayroong mga iba't ibang mga defense na ginagawa ng iba't ibang country in the ASEAN countries. So yung magiging laman talaga nito, no, yung talagang i-dispute itong claim ng China on 9-dash line. At dapat ay magkaroon talaga ng ng malayang pamamalakaya dito sa West Philippine Sea, kasi lahat naman ito ay dapat ay maging maging free yung ating yung iba't ibang mga countries, including yung Philippines. Kaya talagang ang lalamanin nito, so yun. So dispute talaga ito at panindigan yung permanent court
Of
on arbitration
arbitration.
ruling,
Yeah, yeah.
na wala talaga itong nine dash line, at panindigan yung panalo natin dito sa ruling
Opo.
na ito.
Which,
At
sorry,
tingin ko
Congresswoman.
with the recent activity, so yung sa nangyari nung last time,
Coalition.
ay there were supports from the different
Right.
countries na, including the European Unions,
Exactly.
Japan, Australia, US, and other countries. So tingin natin magi-gain ito ng ng support, lalong-lalo na yung mga ibang mga countries din na merong mga coastal areas din na dapat na protectionan.
So maliban sa kanila, you're saying other ASEAN countries should be part of this joint resolution, because what we're seeing are different countries independently obviously condemning it because they're representative of their respective countries. Ang sinasabi niyo po ngayon, magandang magsama-sama po lahat, ganun ho ba, how I understand it, and issue a joint resolution?
Yes,
Okay.
oo, tama Pinky, no? So, yung mga ASEAN countries, supportive naman din sila sa atin, no? Doon sa claim natin dito sa West Philippine Sea.
Opo.
At ito ay pagpapakita na yung China nagpakita na talaga ito ng talagang very aggressive, no? Aggression against the Philippines. So wala naman sigurong country na kakampi sa China sa ganitong aggression o bullying na ginagawa sa atin ng China.
Sabi nga po ng National Task Force on the West Philippine Sea, they condemn this in the strongest degree, the dangerous illegal action of the Chinese Coast Guard and militia. So certainly, sigurado naman po, certainly this is an act of aggression. Maliban po doon, Congresswoman, what kind of options do you think the Philippines has to be able to deal with this situation? Meron ho ba kayong naiisip na iba pang paraan?
Well, aside from that, siyempre iakyat natin yung joint resolution sa UN General Assembly.
UNGA.
Although kung magiging very very strong ang China doon sa UNGA, but at least makakasama ito doon sa mga kasama ng ating diplomatic protest. And another one, Pinky, talagang sa atin naman talaga itong Pag-asa Island. So sinasabi nga natin na dapat maging aggressive ang Marcos Jr. to develop the island at maglagay ng mga permanent na mga patrols doon. Katulad ng ginagawa ng China, diba? At tapatan natin itong ginagawang patrolling ng China dito sa Pag-asa Island, dito sa Ayungin Shoal, at talagang dapat ay magtayo na tayo ng mga permanent structure din dito katulad ng ginagawa ng China.
But when we talk about, siguro kahit na po, hindi ho ba very recently, the Speaker Martin Romualdez together with House leaders, they visited, I believe it was Pag-asa also, hindi ho ba, kamakailan, at tiningnan yung sitwasyon dyan. And in fact, ito pong confidential funds na inilipat mula sa 5 ahensya at ilalagay po sa iba pong ahensya tulad ng NICA, NSC, and important yung Pag-asa Island. Dito ho papasok yung sinasabi nyong bantayan, i-modernize, at i-improve ito pong Pag-asa, because there is a portion doon po sa kinuhang 1.23 billion na confidential funds ay mapupunta talaga sa Pag-asa.
Yes, tama ka, Pinky. Yun ang suggestion namin, kailangan talagang magtayo na tayo ng permanent structure dito. At may continuous na 24/7 na pagpapatrol. Pero mali nga yung pondo eh. Ginawa nilang confidential funds. So it should be capital outlay or maintenance, MOOE at saka personal services. So dapat yung inilaan dito sa Pag-asa Island ay hindi siya confidential fund kasi iba yung gamit ng confidential fund.
Tama
So
po.
yung sinasabi natin ay concrete structure para makita naman ng China na we are seriously defending our own territory. So hindi lang yung ganitong napakatagal na rin naman ito, yung nakalagay diyan yung ating lumang ship, tapos nagpaparot-parito lang yung mga ship ng AFP o ng PCG for supply, for supply. So, we should show China na may kakayanan din tayo, no, na maprotektahan talaga yung ating yung ating teritoryo. Not just not just nag-aano lang tayo minsan na reactive lang tayo. We should be proactive dito sa pagbi-build at pagmo-monitor dito sa Pag-asa Island.
All right, we just need to take a short break. Congresswoman Castro is planning to file a complaint against former President Rodrigo Duterte. We'll talk about that after the break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our source today, ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro. Congresswoman, meron ho kayong plano na mag-file ng reklamo laban kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte hinggil doon sa kanyang mga naging pahayag sa isang TV show kung saan tila pinagbantaan po kayo. Please tell us, what is the complaint, where will you file it, and when?
Yes, Pinky, tomorrow we are set to file a case of grave threat against former President Rodrigo Duterte. So ipa-file namin ito, Pinky, sa Quezon City RTC tomorrow morning. Kasama ko dito yung mga volunteer lawyers natin from NUPL, Attorney Rico Domingo, Attorney Tony Lavinia, and others po na talagang gumawa nitong complaints na to at tumulong sa atin para makapag-file yan, ma-file yan bukas.
Why did you think about doing this? What siguro pushed you to do this? Or about to do this? This is a crime against a person. So dapat matigil na itong mga ginagawang ni dating Presidente Duterte, yung mga pagbabanta, and even dahil inaamin niya na rin na pumapatay din siya kasi yung aking ginagawa as congressman doon sa Kongreso para lang i-defend or para lang busisiin yung mga budget at para gampanan yung aking katungkulan bilang kongresista ay at stake. At hindi lang para sa akin to, para dun sa ating mga kasamang kongresista and also the people. Ito rin panahon na para ma-stop itong ginagawa ng mga Duterte, lalong-lalo na si former President Rodrigo Duterte, at inaamin naman niya na pumapatay siya. So kailangan itong matigil dahil wala itong puwang doon sa ating ganitong lipunan. 'Di ba? Kailangan protektahan, i-respect ang rights ng bawat individual. At hindi pwedeng kung ikaw ay against sa sinasabi ng individual ay papatayin mo na o pagtatangkaan mo ng patayin. So dapat matigil ito na ugali ni Duterte, ni Rodrigo Duterte. Kaya ito ay para sa ating sa mga mamamayan na biktima rin niya at para sa mga susunod pa na pagbabantaan niya. So hindi pwedeng gawin ito sa sino mang tao. Nakausap ko po si Majority Leader Dalipe, and I asked him how serious this threat was to him. Ang sabi nga niya, the House takes any threats to its members very seriously. And I asked him that in the event that the Congresswoman Castro files a complaint, tinanong ko po siya if the House will support it. Basically, ang sinabi po niya ay yes, I'm sure. Meron ho ba kayong nakausap or planong kausapin na mga House leaders regarding this complaint that you are about to file, knowing especially, ma'am, that you got their support, you got the support of House leaders when these statements were made against you?
Well, so far, Pinky, ang nakakausap ko lang yung aming minority leader, si Representative Libanan. Meron na ako ibang kinakausap ng mga leader ng majority na supportive naman. So I hope na magtuloy-tuloy itong support na ito dahil hindi lang ito para sa akin, para sa kanila rin at saka sa ating mga mamamayan na nakaranas ng ganitong mga pagbabanta or injustice sa Duterte administration.
Sino pong House leaders yung inyong nakausap maliban kay minority leader?
may mga chairman ng human rights, chairman ng Committee on Appropriation. Ayan, so yan yung mga siyempre hinihingan ko ng mga advice at support. So far yung palang at siyempre yung ilang mga member natin ng minority.
I see. Okay. As a last question, Congresswoman, I know that there was a point when this made the headlines that the House said that if you wanted additional security, that this is something they can provide for you. Kailangan niyo ho kaya ito, and is it time na madagdagan po, if at all, yung inyong security?
Well, as of now naman, nagagaano naman kami, no, we just hope na yung aking safety ay okay naman, yung protection. I think hindi ko pa rin naman siya kailangan sa ngayon. At ready naman ang House of Representatives to provide just in case na may mga nakikita kaming hindi maganda sa paligid. So, okay pa lang naman din ako.
And very quick follow-up, I hope you don't mind, Congresswoman. Sabi niyo po, grave threat, no? Ang inyong planong i-file na reklamo. This is based on what? Ano po yung inyong mga gagamiting basehan dito? Yun pong kanyang naging interview sa television?
Yes, Pinky, basically yung kanyang interview at gagamitin na rin namin yung mga previews ng mga red tagging and vilification. So marami yan na magagamit din natin.
ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro, ma'am, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Pinky.
Thank you. And coming up, the Foreign Affairs Department raises alert level 3 in Lebanon amid increasing clashes between Israel and Hezbollah forces. Philippine Ambassador to Lebanon, Raymond Balatbat, joins us after the break. Please stay tuned.